Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Angry Cast and Fallout Shelter 2022. How y'all doing out there? We didn't get a lot done. Reason being is we don't have a lot of stuff to craft things with in order to get that. And I don't have to send anybody out onto the field yet. And here's what we got going on. We got to perform 10 critical hits still. We got some things going on out there to take care of that. We got to survive 15 feral ghoul attacks with no casualties, and collect 20 wear outfits, which we have half of that done. Yeah, I was saying, hey, like next time I'll do this quest, and then we'll do other quests, and oh, for flipping heck. While you guys are doing that, and you'll be fine, don't worry. I can't look at other quests right now. Hold, please. And because that is a fully upgraded cafeteria that is 3 blocks long, the monsters are even harder, and well, now we're down some more stim packs. Anywho, yeah. So what else we got going on? Okay, let's go out and do. Like I said, I was trying to say before the world stopped turning. I was gonna say, hey, let's do this one, and then we'll do the game show Gauntlet. We're gonna do that this time after we do the Nuka-Cola Quantum Run, because we're going to use that to do the other one. This right now, this is February 16th, 2 days after the what's that called? That day, that thing where we do things for things and we get stuff and we Valentine's Day. The Book of Love, 3 or 4 part quest for that, and you got to be wearing these suckers. So I'm not going to do that on camera. You go do that. It's probably going to end probably in the next couple of days. So I don't know when this will air, but it's probably going to be over by that time. But for now, let's get out there and before something else happens and take care of this job. Yay. Yay. Recover the Nuka-Cola Quantum. Okay. Here's the situation. Your parents left home for a week's No. Yeah, there's a new Bel Air, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air thing, and it was making me think about the old Fresh Prince, the Parents Just Don't Understand song from back when I was a kid, which, you know. The sad thing is, in 8 years, the 80s will be 50 years away from us. Yeah, 50 years, and I will be 56? Almost. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. 56. Holy crap. 56. I'm going to be 56 in 8 years? Yeah, I'm going to be at 47 in a bit. Oh my goodness. Why am I playing video games on YouTube? Seriously. Seriously. Okay. Yeah. Other thing going on. Because we've already done these quests, and I will keep an eye on my peeps, of course, we're going to do let's talk about something while we're questing. I had going to do a discussion with a friend of mine about Back to the Future, the movies. Now, we talked about the 80s being 50 years away from, us. I was, born in the 70s, 75 to be exact. So the big movie that came out when I was born was Jaws. And then the summer of 85, 10 years later, it was Back to the Future. And it was a phenomenal movie growing up. It was, purely for capital, 80s reasons, it was popular and everything else. But it still was a phenomenal movie. Great movie. Today's standards, it probably would either be bashed for whatever reasons, or, who knows. But we got into this conversation because he asked a simple question: what powered the DeLorean in 1885? And that sent me down a rabbit hole trying to figure out the answer for him. I'm like, well, it was gasoline, because he says it was, the engine runs on gasoline, it always has. The Mr. Fusion powers the time circuits. And then I got to thinking about it, but he's like, well, wait a second, but that's not right. And I went down this hole of saying, okay, so let's see here. Back in 1985, when the movie opened, the car itself ran on gasoline. The time circuits ran on the flux capacitor that had to be powered by plutonium. Plutonium being what he stole and, in exchange for a bomb supposedly he was going to build for the Libyans. Wow, I got it on that one? Really? I couldn't get it on the other one, but I got it on that one. There you go. The critical hit I'm talking about. But, so 1985, plutonium plopped into the flux capacitor compartment in the back of the DeLorean. It goes back to 1955. 1955, the starter doesn't work. It doesn't work really well. Doesn't have any plutonium to get back to 1985, so they substitute it with a bolt of lightning because it's the 1.21 gigawatts. Or gigawatts, however you want to pronounce it. GIF, GIF, I don't care. So still, running on gas, needs the 1.21 gigawatts. Instead of being the plutonium, it's augmented, or it's replaced, substituted with a lightning bolt strike. Goes back to 1985. Doc takes the DeLorean from 1985, and then he goes to 2000 whatever, like 15, and he has it, puts in a hover conversion. I don't know if they, I can't think of it right now. I mean, if I had more time, to hover conversion to make it fly. So it still runs on gasoline for driving. It still runs on gasoline to fly, but it's got flying circuits that help, that make it lift straight up and then go, hover. But it's still, the propulsion is still gasoline to make it go. So you can't fly any faster than the engine can, muster, as far as gasoline, the gas combustion engine can handle. That being said, it goes back to 1955 with that same setup, and then it is struck by lightning again and sent back to 1885. Now, in 1955, it is still a flying... Oh, son of a monkey. It is still a flying DeLorean based off the hover conversion in the early 2000s, which we now know never actually happened because it's now 2022 and we still don't have flying cars. We have drones and we have, hover vehicles, but we don't, anyways. So, but again, the Mr. Fusion in 2015 is what powers the time circuits. It no longer needs the nuclear reaction and the plutonium to make the flux capacitor open the wormhole and send you back, back and forth through time. So in 2015 that happens. In 1955, though, it gets struck by lightning, substituting again that Mr. Fusion or the flux capacitor and the plutonium or whatever, and sends it back to 1885, where it's then stuck. And now, in 1885, it sits in a cave until 1955. And then I had the question, like, okay, so how does that work then? How does he get it up? How does he make it happen? And the answer, oh God, Sama Mama. The answer comes from Doc's letter to himself, to Marty, and actually to himself. Hey, there we go. We beat the thing. In that the circuits are updated or fixed, or the chips or something is repaired using components that were available as of 1947. This is according to Doc's letter. So that means that he can fix it, and he's got the vacuum tubes on the front of the end, the front of the hood. So now Mr. Fusion will work with 1947 to 1955 components in order to get that up. But it still has to go 88 miles an hour. So he takes it to where there's the drive-in, and it's like, when you get to 88, you're going to go back in time. And he's like, what about the Indians? Like, there's no Indians there. And remember, this was all, desert. But of course, we know when he goes back to 1885, the first thing he sees is Indians, and it's like, a stampede running through him. So that being said, he gets shot by an arrow that ruptures the fuel line. We also know that the flying circuits no longer work because of the lightning strike from 1955. So, because he says, it'll never fly again. It flew. It actually flew. So here we have now this totally, augmented DeLorean that's got 1955 components to make a 2015 technology run on a 1985 car that still uses gasoline, and now they don't have that. So the whole answer to the entire question was what powers the what powers the DeLorean in 1885? And I told him, I said, well, quite frankly, yay! It is a gas-powered yet ruptured fuel line, so it uses a steam engine, a train, with pressed anthracite logs of varying degrees of concentration to get Newton's laws of physics to push the DeLorean to 88 miles an hour, in which the 1955 components augmenting the 2015 Mr. Fusion component will then get it to open the wormhole and go through time. And after all that, my head hurt. But he's like, yeah, that's great. But I had another question, and this is going to blow your mind. What happens if, when you arrive at your destination in time travel, that there's something there? A car, a person, an animal, a building, a hole, anything. And what about the rotation of the Earth? It's instantaneous, but is it going to be the exact same spot now that it was 40, 50, 30, 80 years ago when you come back out of it? Like, well, how do you not, like, does it adhere to the speed of the planet? So, the usual stuff, difference between narwhals and unicorns. There you go. So there, I blew a hole in the entire thing. So, anyways, we recovered the Nuka-Cola Quantum, which we could probably put in a 1985 DeLorean to make it go 88 miles an hour and through time. So there you go. Well, let's go back and do the other quest. And come on back, folks. Get in, get in, get in. Collectity stuff. And I did heal them all up. We got two more. We got another thing. We got another rare outfit and two more critical hits. And gentlemen, I didn't get it. You all didn't get. What the heck? Well, that blows. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do that one, and then we want to do the game show Gauntlet because we're going to test our trivia. Now that we've had a trivia about an 80s movie, we're going to test our trivia with Fallout World. He'll be fine. I know he's got a little sliver of health, but he'll be fine, trust me. Yeah. He'll be just fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, the game show Gauntlet is Fallout trivia from all the games, usually like 3 and 4 mostly. Yeah, and the DLC as well. So let's go do that one. Reach now, 10. Should we burn 10? Yes, we should. Because here's the thing. I'm not waiting for 18 hours to do this again. Oh, mother flipping. Alright, well, crap. Hold, please. Well, sadly, she gonna die. Oh no, she beat it! I'm actually surprised because guess what? I had no... Whew, and 8 minutes to wait. See, that's really sucks. I think that's done on purpose. I think they purposely fire something like that when you use up all your things, sending them out to... Yeah, that's not good. All right, let's get out there quickly. Whee! Okie dokie. Answer all the questions. Game show Gauntlet. Time to play Lose Your Head. If we don't answer this question correctly, we will be forced to fight them. Answer the questions correctly and win caps. Answer them wrong and lose your head. What is the settlement closest to Vault 111? Oh, dear Lord. Okay, it's Fallout 4. 111 is the vault from Fallout 4. Lexington, Sanctuary, Concord, and Beloy. Or Belwa, I don't know. Sanctuary, right? Yes. Because that's where you end up with... yeah, that's where you live. So there you go. I don't know why I thought that was going to be harder. I forgot what 111 was in. I was thinking 111 was in Fallout 3, and like, oh dear Lord, if I know where everything's next to. The only thing I know next to a vault is either the Last Gas or the Vault 101 and Megaton. So, the other thing, after you answer the question correctly, you then have to go through a series of rooms that may or may not have death claws or animals or raiders before you get to the next question. She got a beard. Oh no, it's just war paint. It's Furiosa. Who trims the bushes in Sanctuary? Collinsworth! Hello, sir! Righto! And we got more. We will patch them up a little bit. And that's the only ones we're going to patch up with until we get to the end, because we have no more. And we're going to send them with more. Well, yeah, that's true. We're not going to have more anyways. Yeah. Well, I'm not getting any, probably, critical hitters. That sucks. Really like to get the, I'm not going to get the next 7 of them, but it would be nice. Ghouls! Ghouls! Oh, he took an extra hit off of that one. Ooh, his head fell off. Oh, another recipe fragment, or a recipe. I'm not sure which it is. And moving on, here we go. Question number 3. Round 3. Who is hanging around the red rocket in your sanctuary? Oh, it's our favorite dog meat. Yay, and unfortunately, so are some mole rats underground. If you've played the game, you know that. As soon as you go to, you find the red rocket, you also find a underground mole rats. And don't make me play, don't make me want to play Fallout 4 again. I don't have time to play this. Up! Oh, here we go, here we go. Let's see here. Oh! Just... There we go. Got that one at least. Alright, well, we're not good at this anymore. Don't know why. 2 words. Fine booty. Fine booty. I find booty, retrieve booty, take booty home. Oh my gosh. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I think my mouse battery's dying too, because I can't scroll in or out very well. And the Game Show Gauntlet, of course, is still leveled off of you as far as what you run into, which is probably why we haven't run into any death claws yet. But man, some days it's, some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield when it comes to that stuff. Last round, final round. The Great War started just before which holiday? Do you know the answer? Do you know the answer? Because guess what decorations were up in the houses and in the school? Halloween. Yeah. And we got a lunchbox for that. And we have another lunchbox waiting for us back at the vault, because we went 7 days and played 7 days in a row. Or at least played 7, days. And we get caps, and then we get a lunchbox. And this should be fairly easy. We've only got like 2 more, 3 more, maybe 2 more rooms. 2 more rooms, maybe. Come on now. There we go. Oh, we're gonna wait till you wait till we're all here before we start. Even though now we outnumber them. They're fair, if anything else. There we go. Come on. Oh, okay. Aha. Oh, glowing red roach. I'm not used to doing this without having everybody pulling dragon maws on them. That will be something I do. We got to find our next level 50 who's got all their stats up. Switch them out for Harkness. Okay, here. Oh, son of a monkey. There we go. Come on. Ah, come on. We suck. Alright, well, that's it for Lose Your Head, or the Game Show Gauntlet, and we will bring it on back to the vault. and Survivor Armor Theme Recipe Fragment, Lunchbox, and 1 Nuka-Cola Quantum, and 14,000 caps. How about that? 14,000. I didn't even look to see what the caps were in the last one. Reach now for 5. It cost us 15 Nuka-Cola Quantum to do this. We now have like 22. We get 1 back. We had 3 from the previous one, so you can do the math on that one. Hardened Flamer. And more of the Minutemen Diner. And we've got another 2 rare outfits. That's great stuff. Where are we sitting at with 22? And this has got another minute. So while we're waiting on that, you folks can just kind of hang out in the coffee break, and before we go do our next thing. Meanwhile, let's go open up our lunch boxes because we're just about done. Alrighty, what do we get? What are we getting? We got a little bad gun, shovel, caps, right away, and an advanced radiation suit. Okay. What else we got? Food. We got an enhanced assault rifle, alarm clock, more caps, and Russell Bush dressed like Spock from Discovery. With the beard. Okay, well, there we go. Now we've got 53, 54 people. We're almost at that point. But you know what? We're going to bring him in. Here's why. Because we get to 55, I can start to make and get legendary junk. Legendary junk. So here we go. Give him an enhanced shotgun. And you can keep the sci-fi fan outfit for now. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's get it done because we're running over time here. What are we going to do next? I'm going to go, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I have available to me. Guardians of the Waste, that's a daily quest. Every day you get a different quest. Do them at your leisure. They roll back around. It's just because you miss out on today doesn't mean it won't come back. It does. All the standard out-of-the-box quests that we've had, plus that take me out to the ball game. And, of course, I'm going to do All's Fair in Love and Nuclear War because it's a limited time quest since we just hit Valentine's Day. So I've got to be able to set my peeps up with the correct outfits. Do we have it? I hope we do. Oh, we do. We're wonderful like that. We're cool like that. We're fly like that. Okay, there we go. Let's get him out there, and then we're gonna after I send him out, we're gonna go bye-byes before something bad happens. So there you go. We're still playing, and we're doing quests now. So we're getting there. We're almost to 500,000 caps. We're already halfway there. Already halfway there, and we're a fourth of the way as far as peeps. So there you go. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Mother trucker! Oh, dear Lord. I think you're going to need some help. Because you got a junk jet. Every time I send them off, that happens. I don't know what the heck. Well, you're going to have to deal with it and do them. Alright, that's it. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.